Who's going to win the World Series and why?
I think the Astros are going to win the World Series because they're a way better team and Carlos Correa is too cold.
Astros, because they have great colors.
I think the Astros.
The Astros because they're really good cheaters.
Definitely the Astros because Garcia's pitching.
Probably the Braves.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like they have a better team right now.
The Astros are going to win the World Series, and I think they're going to win because they're just looking really good this season.
The Astros, of course.
Oak Ridge High School War Eagles because I trust our baseball team.
I'm not really into sports, but I know Astros are home team. So, since we're in Texas, no, Astros.
The Atlanta Braves are going to win the World Series.
Why is that?
Because the Houston Astros are not even that good.
Astros in 7 because we're better, and we have Jose Altuve.
Orry Martin is a 9th grade biology teacher at our school, but outside of school, he's an outdoorsman and snake enthusiast, owning many snakes and reptiles over his lifetime, as well as even dedicating a YouTube channel to his passion.
My mom made me interested in snakes mainly just because she's a huge animal lover, and so she kind of raised us to love animals as well. And I grew up in the country backwoods of Vivian, Louisiana, and so tromping through the swamps, catching things, that was pretty much all there was to do. You played outside or you didn't really have anything else to do. And me having a love for animals kind of flourished out there. And so I've always had snakes that I've caught out in the yard, and like box turtles galore, little green anoles, things like that, ever since literally I can remember. I have one snake that's my pet, and it's called a Trans-Pecos rat snake. His name is Javier, and Javier is a pretty nice guy. He's a nice little yellow color with black H crossbars, blue eyes, and a pink tongue. Native to Texas too, so beautiful snakes. My favorite snake that I rescued and had for a little while, 6-month period, was a canebrake rattlesnake. And oh man, she was gorgeous and just as sweet as she could be, so she was awesome. I'd always wanted to be Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, growing up. Started filming like videos, not for YouTube, but just videos for myself, like home movies. Officially in 2005, I went on my first rattlesnake trip, and then we started making home movies. Then once YouTube became a thing, I was like, hey, I should try and get on YouTube. So I did. People started watching them, and then people started giving me hints like, hey, I'd like to see more of this, or hey, can you film this snake? And once the requests started coming in, then it really just kind of took off. And for a point in time, I was kind of like a local celebrity. I believe my first video to hit 1 million views was my comparison video where I compared, I had a milk snake in one hand and a coral snake in another. And I always knew that video would be good because people always wanted to see those two snakes side by side. But I knew that this one would really draw attention because I'm nearly holding the coral snake. So I knew a lot of people would not like it for that fact because they'd be like, oh, he's dangerous. He's showing people to hold him. But I never actually did hold the coral snake. I had him on a stick the whole time, but I knew that would ruffle a lot of feathers. I had an idea of like what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, and what I wanted it to represent. And I knew as long as I got out there and got after it and filmed it, yeah, it would be big. And especially once the requests started coming in, and then I started being asked to speak at college universities. I got asked for several survey sites for studies of genetic populations of snakes. And I got around, and once the notoriety came, like the videos and the views just went up and up and up. Going out to West Texas where I go to capture all the rattlesnakes, like the other things that you would see, I don't know if you've watched any of my videos, but like the last trip I took was in 2018, I believe. And I went out there and just, getting to see the porcupines. I got my booty scared half to death by what I thought was a mountain lion in a cave, but it ended up being a baby vulture. But I mean, if you've never heard a baby vulture, those things are menacing sounding. And so it's just an adventure. It's one of those things that it's not common. Like if you ask people, oh, what'd you do on the summer? How many of them can say, oh, I went out with a black light and I shined for scorpions on rock cuts? You know, like not many people say that. So you get to see things and do things that other people may go their whole life and never notice or never see. So it's cool. It's a lot of fun. Beautiful scenery, beautiful animals.
What are your plans this Halloween?
Might go out trick-or-treating, might get the bag on some candy, you know how it is, it's Halloween.
Probably just gonna chill with the homies.
Mostly just gonna stay home, probably like buy a big bag of candy for myself or something.
at every Halloween, the worst candy you could give is candy corn. Like to any kid. Every kid hates that.
Definitely candy corn. That is nasty. Just thinking about it, just
Candy corn. Like that.
Probably like a Heath bar.
I'm not a huge fan of Snickers.
My least favorite Halloween candy is the little coconut things. What are they called? Almond Joys? Those are so bad.
Probably a Butterfinger. They're like way too crunchy, and I really don't like that.
My favorite Halloween costume that I've done, I was the Wizard of Oz parents. I was the green guy, and one of my friends was like the purple-haired lady. So that was fun.
definitely has to be Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. Amazing. It fits me well. It's my name, so I just gotta rock with it, you know?
Purple Among Us outfit.
I always been Spider-Man. So yeah, Spider-Man.
I think we're dressing up as peanut butter and jelly this year.
It was like a Lightning McQueen themed racer outfit. It had like a helmet and stuff, and it was really cool.